Hi guys, welcome back to my XVS guide. Now I'm gonna review Zeno of the Bestar. So you have known that he is kinda OP. So let's take a look what makes him OP. Okay, so I will compare him with Akstar and Esther. Maybe they are irrelevant because they are two double hand characters, but honestly, right now there is no dual wielder that can stand on toe with Zeno. Okay, maybe 2B, but still I think Zeno is the best. Okay, and Zeno, if you take a look on his attack stats, then it is pretty decent. 160% attack boost, the nice number for 2-day attacker, but still both Akstar and Zeno loses when compared to Esther. Our girl Esther is amazing. Okay, 230%, which make her able to focus on something else. And if you take a look on health stats, Zeno has 50% and Akstar 30%, so I can say Zeno has better survivability than Akstar. But again, if you compare Zeno to Esther, Esther is simply insane because she has 100% health boost. Oh my god, she is really tanky. Okay, and I think the best part about Zeno is he has 200% true dual wield. So that means it is like Esther. Okay, with that high amount of true dual wield, you don't need to worry about true dual wield boost again for Zeno. Same for Esther, because Esther has nice attack boost. She doesn't need to worry much about attack boost. Okay, really good, unlike Akstar. Okay, Akstar get, if you count his Trustmaster, that means Akstar get 200% true double hand, which is the same like true dual wield, but again, for true double hand, you can still stack 100%, so you still need to search for another additional 50%. And because true dual wield equip 2 weapons, that means you get attack boost from that extra 1 weapon. Okay, so Zeno, oh, your passive is so good. And amazing thing about Zeno is he has nice MP regen. Imagine this, 15% MP per turn. Whoa, this is insane. And for MP, he has nice amount of MP. Okay, he gets 30% MP boost, much higher, not much higher, but 10% higher than Akstar. And because he equipped his Trustmaster, of course you need to equip it, then you get another 20%, that means 50% MP boost. So yeah, his MP is good, and because he is true dual wield character, I believe his MP management won't be sucked in the battle. Okay, the only thing I don't like about Zeno is he only has blind, paralyze, and petrify. Yes, he doesn't have confused resist. So be careful when you pick Zeno from your friends list. Okay, make sure you check him if he has confused resist, unless you want he to kill other party. Okay, that's why I think you need to equip him with Ribbon, because yeah, you don't need to search for another true dual wield sources. And he has a counter with 65% attack and defense break. This counter is nice, but I prefer triple cast counter like Akstar. Okay, 65% attack and defense break are nice, but remember, you need attack and magic break, and you cannot rely on Zeno as your breaker because of this. Okay, because it only happens from counter. If you don't break the enemy, then you probably don't have a chance to counter the enemy attack. Another insane thing about Zeno is he has permanent 200% attack buff in the battle. So you cast this every turn, and it lasts for 3 turns. Strange, I know. Okay, because yeah, you don't need the duration for 3 turns because you cast it on every turn, but it's okay. And he also has permanent buff for 10% physical and magic damage mitigation, so very good, I think, but nothing compared like Esther, because Esther has that fatal damage protection, insane health boost. So yeah, for survivability, Esther is still the winner. For passive, I think they are about on par. Okay, both of top tier attackers on the globals for this moment. Okay, so I think that's all you need to know about Zeno stats and passive. Now let's talk about his abilities. So let's talk about his most powerful ability, Obliterating Mirror of Equity's Roar. So this is a stacking ability like Ellie's Animal Wave and High Seraph Ultima Arcane Ultima. Okay, so let me remind you how this works. So stacking will reset if your character is dead. So it is really important when you use a stacking character like Ellie, High Seraph Ultima, Zeno, and Akstar to not let them die because the damage will be reset. Okay? You don't want that to happen. For Zeno case, you need 2 turns to reach the maximum damage, okay? Because you need to use this roar for 4 times. So don't let him die. And if you use other abilities which have consecutive mechanic, then the damage will be reset. So for Zeno case, if you use his Kaleido Slash after you max his Equity's Roar, then Equity's Roar damage will be back at 4 times instead of 10 times. Okay, so you don't want that to happen. So it is true, Zeno able to chain with Aurel Ray, but you don't want him to do that. Okay, because it will reset your damage. But if you use his LB or using different abilities which don't have consecutive mechanic, then the damage won't be reset. So you don't need to worry about using his LB, his other absolute mirror wave equity, or simply want to imbue himself with fire because that won't reset your damage. With that in mind, I think the best Zeno action on the battle is to use his perfect void on the first turn. Okay, because on this perfect void will give you 250% attack buff, which is better than your permanent self buff, and it also increase your damage modifier by 1 times. Okay, this is different than the stacking mechanic I just talked about. Okay, this is simply a buff which can be dispelled. 1 times boost, and remember, use this perfect void can be used with your absolute, or I mean can be used with other abilities because it can be dual casted. Okay, so you don't waste 1 turn. Okay, this is good. And on the next turn, on the second turn, you use your Equity and Disorder. Both of these will give you plus 0.5 times damage. Okay, and they last for 5 turns. And the best part, these 2 will restore your MP. You will get 200 MP recovery by using this 2. Okay, amazing. You won't have that much MP problem with Zeno, I believe. And this is where dual cast comes from. Maybe you are confused why you need to use dual cast when you are dual wielder. The answer is this. Okay, you can use 2 different skills within 1 turn, so it shortens the times you need to reach the maximum damage potential. And on the next turn, use your LB. Okay, your LB will give you 3 times damage for your roar and last for 4 turns. Okay, and yes, I understand maybe you haven't maxed your LB gauge on the 3rd turn. Yes, that's perfectly understandable, but try to max it, okay, because this is the optimum rotation. And by the way, talking about LB, you don't need to level up your LB, I guess, because the damage boost is not that high. Basically, what you want from this LB is the damage modifier boost 3 times, really big. And with 100% faster LBV rate, I believe it is not that hard to pull this LB when you need it. And finally, on the 4th turn, use your True Mirror of Equity. This is another cooldown ability which only available on the 4th turn, and this gives you plus 0.5 times damage modifier. This is the skill that you want to use last, okay, because this grants you triple cast only for 1 turn. Okay, so use this when you are ready to unleash the true power of your Obliterating Mirror of Equity's Roar. Okay, so in total you get 6 times damage boost from those abilities, that means your obliterating roar gonna deal 30 times damage per cast. Whoa, insane. With triple cast, you deal 90 times damage per turn. Wow, that's insane. Okay, I know that he can only use his triple cast every 5 or 4 turns, but really this is really high damage you can get. And yes, he can break that damage chain cap. Okay, 6 times damage multiplier boost. Whoa, that's so insane, guys. Okay, so I think, yeah, like I have said, you may don't have your LB ready on the third turn. That's why maybe you can use your obliterating Mirror of Equity Sword on the beginning of the battle first, okay? Because if you follow this sequence, your final blow with triple cast won't be max, okay? Because you only use one roar, okay? So you can use your roar on the beginning of the battle first to guarantee on the fifth turn you have maximum consecutive increase on your obliterating Mirror of Equity's roar. Oh my god, so long name. Zeno also able to do other abilities, okay, such as dispelling. So yeah, imbue himself with fire element and imperil. So really, guys, he is a really good character, and maybe he is a good character for your arena because with dual slash and dual wield, that means he gonna deal 4 times attack. Okay, so 4000 damage minus 4, very nice. So I think that's all you need to know about his abilities. Now let's talk about equipment. So his equipment is pretty easy, okay? You basically only need to equip him with katana. And for secondary weapon, simply choose between sword and great sword. Depends on mastery's abilities which you have. Okay, so let's say if you have opposition, Dark Knight Soul, then you want to have sword as your secondary weapon. But let's say if you use awkward fatherly love or whatever, proud fencer, then you want great sword to be your secondary weapon. And basically that's it, guys. It is really not hard to build him because you already max his true dual wield. So for accessories, you simply give him the best raw attack boost that you have, okay? And lucid lenses, if you have it, Queen Supercharged Mastery Word, it also gives him nice survivability, okay? So enough about equipment. My conclusion for Zeno. So the best part about Zeno compared to Arcstar is he is much easier to gear, okay? For Arcstar, you need to search for two-handed katana, which is only one. He's on Supercharged Mastery Word. Okay, that's kind of downing. For Zeno, you can search for powerful katana Muramasa by beating Scorn of Gilgamesh. I know it is hard, but at least you don't need to rely on RNG to max your character. Okay, but still, his Supercharged Mastery Word is the best weapon for him. Okay, and he is the first true dual wield character who break the chain cap, 6 times damage multiplier. Okay, so in the future, many dual wielder will also able to do this. Okay, and yeah, he is also versatile at chaining. He can chain with 4 families: Divine Ruination, Mirror of Equity, Bolting Strike, and Aureal Ray. But because Aureal Ray will reset your Mirror of Equity chaining, I don't suggest you to use that. Okay, and his Trust Mastery Word is also really good helm. Whoa, very good helm. 42 attack and give you 50% faster ABV rate. Most characters today on today's standard rely on in 1 or 2 way from their LB. Okay, like Zeno need to use his LB to increase his damage modifier. One thing maybe that I don't like about Zeno is he need a lot of preparation or setup. Okay, like you have seen on the abilities section, you need 4 turns before you're able to reach the maximum damage potential of his obliterating Mirror of Equity's Roar. Oh my god, what a tiring name. And compared to Esther, whoa, Esther is still perfectly goddess even after Zeno, okay? Because really, you don't need to think when you use Esther. Basically, simply bolting strike to fill her LB and then spam your LB. That's it. No complicated thing when you use Esther. But when you use Zeno, I need to use this, I need to use this, I need to use this. Oh my god, really, maybe kinda annoying. And also, Esther simply goddess because she has super nice survivability, fatal damage protection, charm and stop resist, and yeah, confused resist. If I believe she has confused resist, but maybe the most important thing on this Age of Elemental Tetris is she absorb thunder and has 50% earth resist. Wow, that will make him go really far in the future content. Actually, I'm not sure about the future content on the global, okay? But still, Esther is not bad, okay? So when you say, oh my god, Gumi power creep Esther with Zeno, no! Esther is still awesome. Okay guys, actually I want to say, if you have Esther, then you don't need for Zeno. Maybe some of you will be salty, but you pull for Zeno. Yes, but you have seen my video. It is more like an accident. If I don't get this Zeno from my 4-star ticket, I won't be tempted to pull. Okay. And yeah, it is more about self-control. Even I get Zeno, I do something wrong because I shouldn't pull because I already have Esther. I hope you understand that, okay? But really, Zeno is, I believe they are about on par. And now, compared to the real Arcstar, but now he become fake star. Arcstar is still a very good character, okay? He can deal descent damage, he can imbue 2 elements, fire and ice, while Zeno and Esther only know 1 element. Esther now thunder and Zeno now fire. Okay, and Arcstar has easier access to his triple cast, so that be very good. But again, Arcstar is harder to gear and has inferior damage. Okay, he need, like I said, he need his 2-handed katana to take advantage of the true double hand character. Okay, so basically I think Gumi give true dual wield character increase modifier cap to balance between true dual wield and true dual double hand character. But if you cannot take advantage your true double hand property by having 1.65 damage modifier by equipping 2-handed weapon, then basically Arcstar is not that good. And the only way you can give Arcstar that 1.65 times damage modifier boost is by equipping his supercharged mastery word, which is not easy to obtain unless you are well. Okay, so Zeno is really more newbie friendly than Arcstar. I don't say Arcstar is bad, okay? Basically, Zeno and Esther are much more powerful than Arcstar. Not much, okay? More powerful than Arcstar, but that doesn't make Arcstar bad, okay? He is still really versatile, okay? And with that in mind, I can give Zeno 10 out of 10, okay? Really good character. And for Esther, I believe the score is same, 10 out of 10. Maybe Esther is a little better because of her survivability, 10++ maybe for Esther, the E-star. But for Arcstar, again, he is not bad. I can give him 10- maybe, okay? I will talk more about his own review video. So yep, I think that's all you need to know about Zeno. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy for FX videos. Bye bye guys.